Can you believe people choose shocks over silence? A fascinating study conducted in 2014 at the University of Virginia revealed just how uncomfortable many of us are with our own thoughts. When participants were asked to sit in a room alone for 15 minutes without any distractions, half of them opted for an electric shock instead of simply enjoying the silence. This surprising choice raises questions about our relationship with solitude. Why would sitting quietly, a chance to reflect on our lives, be so unbearable that we prefer a jolt of electricity? Researchers suggest that many people find their thoughts to be overwhelming or anxiety-inducing. In a world constantly buzzing with notifications and distractions, it seems we may have lost the ability to be comfortable in our own minds. The study illuminates a crucial aspect of our modern lives. As we become more connected through technology, we might actually be distancing ourselves from our inner selves. What do you think? Are we truly afraid of our own thoughts? Surprisingly, it's a fact that North Korean women seek love. Many women escaping North Korea face unimaginable challenges, but once they reach safety in South Korea, they often turn to matchmaking agencies to find companionship. These agencies simplify the sometimes daunting dating world by connecting them with South Korean men. For a fee, usually around $2,500, men can go on several blind dates over the course of a year. This arrangement offers these women a chance to start anew, build relationships, and even find a sense of belonging in a new society. While the dating scene can be tough and often filled with cultural differences, these matchmaking services provide a bridge for understanding and connection. As both sides navigate their expectations and experiences, many unexpected friendships and romances blossom, shedding light on the resilient spirit of those looking for love amid trying circumstances. Could this truly reshape the lives of these women? Hard to believe, but Christmas trees started in the White House. In 1856, Franklin Pierce, the 14th President of the United States, made history by placing the very first Christmas tree in the White House. This delightful decoration sparked a wonderful tradition that continues to bring joy each holiday season. Early trees were rather simple, adorned with candles, fruits, and charming handmade ornaments. As time passed, the decorations grew more intricate, introducing electric lights and themed ornaments that dazzled visitors. Today, the White House Christmas tree has become a symbol of national celebration, showcasing displays that celebrate American heritage, unity, and the festive spirit. Each year, millions of people look forward to seeing the beautifully decorated tree, reminding us of the joy and togetherness that the holiday season brings. Can you imagine the magic of that first Christmas tree? Did you know watermelon is mostly water? This juicy fruit boasts a remarkable water content of 92%, making it the champion of hydration in the fruit world. When you bite into a watermelon slice, you're not just enjoying a sweet treat, you're also giving your body a refreshing drink. Think about it. Watermelon is perfect for hot summer days. It's like nature's answer to a thirst quencher. Besides being hydrating, watermelon is packed with essential nutrients like vitamins A and C, along with antioxidants like lycopene, which have numerous health benefits. This vibrant pink fruit is not just delicious, it supports skin health and can even help lower blood pressure. Plus, it offers a natural sweetness that makes it a popular choice for health-conscious snackers. Whether you're enjoying it at a picnic, blending it into a smoothie, or grilling it for a unique dish, watermelon is a delightful way to stay cool and healthy. So the next time you reach for a slice, remember, you're enjoying one of the most hydrating fruits around. Can you believe women sued their husbands for impotence? In 16th century France, this striking legal scenario unfolded, giving women the power to challenge their spouses in court. If a woman suspected her husband was impotent, she could bring a case against him, seeking a formal declaration of his inability to perform sexually. The process was quite unusual. It involved thorough examinations conducted by a panel of priests and midwives who would assess the man's reproductive capacity. This unique legal practice wasn't merely about personal grievances. It also had social implications, as it allowed women to assert their rights and seek divorce if their husbands could not fulfill their marital duties. While it may seem bizarre today, this practice reflects the complex dynamics of marriage and gender roles in the past. It raises fascinating questions about the social norms of the time and how women navigated legal systems that were often stacked against them. Just imagine what this reveals about the challenges and expectations of marriages back then. Did you know that Hollywood has a surprising twist? The term Hollywood seems to blend the sacred and the cinematic, sparking curiosity and imagination. It could be a cheeky play on words, merging the ideas of Hollywood, the heart of the film industry, with something more spiritual or divine. This unique name might evoke thoughts of a place where movies are made not just for entertainment, but for a higher purpose or moral lesson. Imagine a film festival held in a mystical town, celebrating films that uplift the spirit or inspire awe. With the rise of independent and meaningful storytelling, the concept of Hollywood could represent a new wave of creative expression that prioritizes depth over glitz. What do you think? Is it time for stories that inspire and illuminate, wrapped in a name that hints at something greater? What if I told you the Cayman Islands are a tax haven? This beautiful tropical paradise is famous for its stunning beaches, but it's also recognized for its zero-income tax policy, making it incredibly attractive to global companies. With over 100,000 registered businesses, there are more companies than residents on these islands. The allure of tax savings lures many large corporations to set up shop here, taking advantage of offshore banking and strong asset protection laws. This environment promotes economic growth and job creation, but it also raises questions about the impact on public services and local economies. Critics argue that such tax havens enable wealthy individuals and corporations to avoid contributing fairly to their home countries. Despite the controversies, the Caymans continue to thrive as a financial hub. So how do we balance tax benefits with social responsibility? Scientists recently discovered that Middle Eastern oil shapes global economies. It's fascinating that the Middle East is home to the largest oil reserves in the world. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and the United Arab Emirates hold a staggering portion of these reserves, significantly shaping their economies and boosting their global influence. This region's oil acts as a catalyst for wealth, transforming arid landscapes into vibrant urban centers filled with cutting-edge architecture and modern amenities. The revenue generated from oil has not only improved infrastructure and living standards, but also attracted foreign investments and tourism, propelling growth in various sectors. However, the significance of oil in this region extends beyond economic prosperity. It has also emerged as a pivotal element in international politics. The control and distribution of oil have sparked complex relationships, influencing conflicts and alliances that dominate headlines worldwide. Understanding these dynamics is crucial, as fluctuations in oil prices can ripple across economies, affecting everything from gas prices to geopolitical stability. So the next time you hear news about oil prices or OPEC meetings, remember the vital role that this rich, oil-laden landscape plays in molding our interconnected world. Let's uncover the truth about lions. Did you know that lions in the wild are divided into two main subspecies? The African lion, scientifically named Panthera leo, roams the vast landscapes of Africa south of the Sahara Desert. This majestic creature thrives in diverse habitats like savannas and grasslands, showcasing its impressive social structure by living in prides. On the other hand, the Asiatic lion, known as Panthera leo persica, is found in a much smaller area around Gir Forest National Park in western India. Despite their close genetic ties, these lions face different challenges due to their habitats. The Asiatic lion is critically endangered, with only a few hundred individuals left, while the African lion population, although declining, is larger. Understanding these distinctions helps us appreciate the unique characteristics and conservation needs of each subspecies. So, which lion do you find more fascinating? Did you know that church bells ring on Christmas Eve? In the UK, church bells have a special place in Christmas celebrations, marking the start of the holiday season with their beautiful sounds. Traditionally, the largest church bell is rung 1 hour before midnight on Christmas Eve, setting the stage for the magical moment ahead. When the clock strikes midnight, all church bells chime together in a joyful harmony, celebrating the birth of Christ. This centuries-old tradition not only emphasizes the religious significance of Christmas, but also brings communities together. People gather, listen, and partake in the festive atmosphere as the sweet sound of ringing bells fosters a strong sense of belonging. Today, these bells continue to resonate with the spirit of joy and celebration, making Christmas truly special for everyone. Is it really true that avocados last for centuries? Yes, it is. With proper care, avocado trees can produce fruit for an astonishing 300 years. Originally from Central and South America, these trees were cultivated long ago and were a key food source for the Aztecs. Their rich, creamy texture and impressive health benefits have made avocados a global sensation today. Packed with vitamins, healthy fats, and fiber, they can enhance everything from salads to toast, making them a favorite ingredient in countless dishes. The cultivation of avocado trees isn't just a farming venture. It's a long-lasting agricultural treasure that connects ancient traditions with modern dining. As the avocado trend continues to rise, with guacamole taking center stage at parties and cafes, it's essential to appreciate the history and longevity of these remarkable trees. So next time you enjoy an avocado, remember you're savoring a bit of history that has thrived for generations. Why exactly does height matter in marine rescues? Bao Shishun, the world's tallest man, stands at a staggering 8 feet 11 inches. His remarkable height isn't just for show, it played a crucial role in saving 2 distressed dolphins. These dolphins found themselves tangled in plastic debris that veterinarians had difficulty reaching. With his exceptionally long arms, Bao swooped in and removed the trash, freeing the dolphins and helping them swim to safety. This incredible act illustrates how unique physical attributes can make a real difference in wildlife rescue. We often hear that every little bit helps when it comes to environmental protection. But Bao's story reminds us that sometimes extraordinary individuals can step in to do even more. Height might seem like a simple trait, but in situations like this, it can turn into a powerful tool for good. How else could our unique traits help wildlife? You might be shocked to learn about Cafe Ruru, a standout eatery in Japan that features tables made of water. Yes, you heard that right. These tables are not just typical furniture. They create an enchanting, otherworldly dining experience that sets this cafe apart from more conventional options. Imagine sitting at a table that flows like a gentle stream, the surface shimmering under soft lights, enhancing the cafe's futuristic ambiance. This original concept combines art and functionality, allowing diners to enjoy their meals while marveling at the innovative design. Cafe Ruru's approach to dining is not only about food, it's about creating a memorable experience that engages all the senses. The ethereal atmosphere encourages conversation and wonder, making it a perfect spot for a unique outing with friends or family. If you ever find yourself in Japan, a visit to Cafe Ruru could be a journey into the future of dining, where creativity and culinary delight merge seamlessly. Are you ready to explore this watery wonder? Check out this incredible Lego mystery from 1997. In a surprising twist of fate, a cargo ship lost an astonishing 4.8 million Lego pieces during a fierce storm at sea. This mishap happened when a rogue wave struck the ship, toppling a container filled to the brim with colorful blocks into the ocean. What's fascinating is that some of these pieces have been washing up on beaches around the world for decades. Beachcombers in places like Cornwall and the Pacific Northwest often stumble upon these washed-up toys, turning what could have been a simple litter problem into a global treasure hunt. Imagine finding a Lego pirate ship or a minifigure while strolling along the shore. Scientists even use this remarkable occurrence to study ocean currents and marine debris. So next time you visit the beach, keep your eyes peeled. You might just discover a piece of Lego history. What hidden secrets do Easter Island heads hold? In 2010, archaeologists made a shocking discovery that changed our understanding of these iconic stone figures. Known as moai, the famous heads of Easter Island were long believed to be just that, heads. However, researchers uncovered that 2 of these massive monoliths actually have bodies buried beneath the soil. This revelation challenges the traditional view and suggests the moai were designed to honor ancestors, with their complete forms symbolizing power and connection to the spiritual world. By examining the buried torsos, scientists can learn more about their construction techniques and the cultural significance behind them. The findings also raise questions about the ancient Rapa Nui people and how they viewed their lineage. Could there be more secrets lurking just beneath the surface of Easter Island? Exploring these mysteries might help us learn more about this fascinating civilization. Egg-laying animals are truly unique, right? Unlike mammals that give live birth, creatures like birds, reptiles, and fish lack a belly button. This absence helps to distinguish them from their mammalian cousins. The reason behind this intriguing difference lies in how each group develops in the womb. Mammals, like humans, connect to their mothers through the placenta, which provides nourishment and oxygen while removing waste. After birth, a small scar forms where the umbilical cord was attached, resulting in the belly button we all have. In contrast, egg-laying animals develop their young inside eggs, which contain all the essential nutrients needed for growth. Since they do not have a direct connection to their mother during development, they don't form a belly button at all. This fascinating fact highlights the incredible diversity in how life can develop on our planet. So whether you're observing a beautifully colored bird or watching fish glide through a stream, remember the unique traits that set them apart from mammals. Why exactly does love synchronize our heartbeats? Research from UC Davis reveals a fascinating connection between couples. When they gaze into each other's eyes, their heartbeats and breathing rhythms start to align. This remarkable phenomenon is known as interpersonal synchronization. It doesn't stop at just heartbeats. It also influences brainwaves and even thought patterns. Have you ever felt that magical moment when you and your partner seem to finish each other's sentences? That's a warm sign of this connection. Interpersonal synchronization highlights how love is more than just emotions. It's a deep physiological bond that enhances communication and understanding between partners. So next time you find yourself lost in your loved one's eyes, remember that your bodies might just be singing the same tune. Isn't it amazing how connection travels from the heart to the brain? Have you ever wondered about Neptune's gem rain? This incredible planet has a unique and striking weather pattern that's almost like something out of a science fiction novel. Scientists believe that the immense pressure and extreme temperatures on Neptune can create conditions where carbon compounds transform into diamonds. Imagine clouds of precious gems forming in the atmosphere and occasionally falling like raindrops. With winds that can reach speeds of over 1,200 miles per hour, Neptune showcases some of the fastest winds in the solar system, which help propel these diamond particles. While we can't visit Neptune to witness this spectacle firsthand, telescopes and space missions provide insight into its mesmerizing atmosphere. The enchanting idea of gem rain adds a luxurious twist to this distant planet, making Neptune not just a ball of gas, but a captivating wonder of our solar system. What do you think it would be like to stand on a planet where diamonds fall from the sky? You might be shocked to learn that curious about Brunei's unique monarchy. In the tiny nation of Brunei, located on the picturesque island of Borneo, a striking example of absolute monarchy emerges. This system places Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah in control of nearly all aspects of governance, allowing him to make decisions ranging from laws to economic policies without the checks present in many modern governments. Remarkably, Brunei is among only 2 countries in Asia that adhere to this traditional form of rule, standing out in an increasingly democratic world. One of the most fascinating features of this monarchy is the Sultan's immense wealth, which is estimated at a staggering $20 billion. This fortune is largely derived from Brunei's abundant oil and gas reserves, solidifying his status as one of the richest individuals on the planet. Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah's opulent lifestyle reflects his financial power, as he intertwines classic grandeur with contemporary living. This unique blend of authority and affluence not only shapes Brunei's national identity, but also raises intriguing questions about the balance of power, wealth, and governance in our evolving global landscape. Guess what really drives? Why exactly do mountains tell stories of ancient connections? Millions of years ago, the Appalachian Mountains were part of a vast expanse known as the Central Pangaean Mountains. Picture this: The Appalachians weren't always isolated on the eastern side of North America, but were once intricately linked to the Scottish Highlands and the Little Atlas mountain range in Morocco. This remarkable unity existed during the time of Pangaea, when all continents formed a single supercontinent. As tectonic plates shifted, they broke apart and transformed not only the continents, but the mountains themselves. Over millions of years, erosion sculpted the Appalachians and shaped their present majestic form, creating a stunning landscape filled with history. Today, these mountains stand tall, revealing tales from their ancient past and connections to lands across the ocean. The next time you venture into these rugged terrains, take a moment to reflect on their journey and the world they were once part of. What other secrets about our planet's past await discovery? Guess what really drives Toyota's amazing success? In 2012, Toyota made history by becoming the first automobile manufacturer to produce an astonishing 10 million cars in just 1 year. This milestone is a testament to their innovative production techniques and dedication to quality. But it doesn't stop there. Toyota has since manufactured around 300 million vehicles since its founding. This impressive figure represents not just numbers, but also the trust and satisfaction of countless customers around the globe. By continuously improving efficiency and embracing new technologies, Toyota has been a pioneer in the automotive industry. The company's commitment to sustainability and hybrid technology, like the popular Prius, demonstrates their focus on a greener future. How has Toyota maintained such remarkable growth while adapting to changing market demands and consumer preferences? Their journey is a fascinating example of resilience and innovation in the face of challenges. Did you know there are 35 Springfields in America? The iconic town from the beloved animated series The Simpsons has a mysterious location that sparks curiosity among fans. While the show's creator, Matt Groening, has stated that its Springfield is a composite of various locations, it's amusing to think about how many real-life towns share the same name. From Springfield, Illinois, to Springfield, Massachusetts, each place has its own unique story, culture, and flair. In fact, Springfield, Illinois, is often considered the most famous due to its connection with President Abraham Lincoln. With such a popular name, the Springfield in The Simpsons serves as an everytown representing American life, filled with quirky characters and relatable situations. So, which Springfield do you think captured the essence of this animated classic? Why exactly does Titleist rule the golf ball market? It all began in the 1930s when Titleist's founder noticed that many golf balls had off-center cores, affecting their performance. To tackle this issue, he teamed up with an engineer from MIT, combining their expertise to design a new golf ball that was not only more reliable, but also improved players' games. This collaboration sparked a revolution in golf technology, paving the way for the iconic Pro V1 model launched in 2000. The Pro V1 became incredibly popular among golfers of all skill levels, thanks to its exceptional distance and control. In fact, it's now hailed as the most successful golf ball ever made. Every round of golf played with a Pro V1 is a testament to the innovation and precision that Titleist brings to the sport. So the next time you hit the links, consider how Titleist has changed the way we play and enjoy golf. Discover the surprising history of Alaska's sail. In the mid-19th century, Russia faced a significant dilemma regarding its vast territory of Alaska. After battling Great Britain in the Crimean War, relations between these two powers became quite tense. This led Russia to reconsider its hold on Alaska, which was difficult to maintain and expensive to defend. As a strategic move, Russia offered Alaska for sale to the United States in 1867, wanting to strengthen its security and reduce its financial burdens. The U.S., seeing the potential for expansion and resource acquisition, agreed to the purchase for $7.2 million, one as a decision that many at the time deemed foolish. Little did they know this transaction would later be seen as a landmark deal that opened the door to immense natural resources and contributed significantly to America's growth. Why did this territory once seem less valuable than it truly was? Let's uncover the truth about climate change. The current pace of climate change threatens humanity in ways we may not fully grasp. Unlike historical climate shifts, which unfolded over thousands of years, our current environmental upheaval is happening at lightning speed, primarily due to human activities like burning fossil fuels and deforestation. This rapid change means that ecosystems, which rely on stability to adapt and thrive, find themselves struggling to keep up. Many species face extinction as their habitats shift faster than they can migrate or evolve. Moreover, the impact on weather patterns leads to more extreme events like hurricanes and droughts, creating further challenges for both nature and human society. If we don't address this urgent issue, we risk not only our own future, but that of countless other species on our planet. How can we change our habits to slow the damage? Why did a single spaghetti noodle cost $110 in Japan? In a unique twist on fine dining, a restaurant in Japan turned heads by selling an extravagant spaghetti noodle for a staggering $110. This luxury dish wasn't just about the noodle itself. It was about the entire dining experience that accompanied it. The restaurant committed to using premium ingredients, ensuring that the spaghetti was made from the finest flour, sourced from local farms and prepared by acclaimed chefs. Diners not only enjoyed the taste but also the presentation, as the noodle was served in an elegant setting, making the meal truly memorable. Additionally, the price reflected the growing trend in Japan, where high-end experiences become attractions in their own right. With this one-of-a-kind dining option, patrons felt more like they were part of a culinary performance rather than just having a meal. Such extravagant pricing raises interesting questions about what we value in food. Is it just the flavor, or is it the overall experience? Would you be willing to pay so much for just one noodle? Imagine a luxury resort left unfinished forever. Burj Al Baba's, once a vision of opulence, aimed to create stunning villas filled with lavish features. Each unit promised a taste of luxury, with amenities to match the finest hotels. However, as economic instability set in, construction ground to a halt, leaving behind an eerie landscape of incomplete buildings. This ambitious project serves as a powerful reminder of what can happen when real estate ventures overreach. Today, the site has transformed into a magnet for urban explorers and photographers, drawn to its haunting beauty and the stories hidden within its walls. The silent streets and half-built villas tell tales of dreams that fizzled out, inviting reflections on what we value in development and planning. Burj Al Baba stands as a cautionary tale, illustrating the risks tied to ambition and the unpredictable nature of the economy. What do you think about such grandiose plans gone awry? Ever thought about why some people take extreme risks? In 2010, a man lost in the vast northern Saskatchewan woods faced a dire situation. With no one around and the wilderness closing in on him, he made a life-or-death decision. He began chopping down power lines. This risky move was aimed at attracting attention for rescue, and it certainly worked. Despite the danger of his actions, his desperate bid to create a loud signal caught the attention of nearby search teams. They quickly found him, leading to his safe recovery. This story raises important questions about survival instincts and the lengths people will go to in crises. How far would you go to ensure your own rescue? This incredible tale reminds us of the unpredictability of human nature and the survival drive that kicks in when faced with life-threatening challenges. Hard to believe, but he knew nearly 40 languages. This remarkable individual wasn't just a master of words. He also earned 7 university degrees, highlighting an intellect that's hard to match. Imagine being able to have conversations in so many tongues, from French to Mandarin. Each language represents not just a method of communication, but a gateway to different cultures and ideas. Yet, despite his impressive academic achievements and linguistic skills, his personal life was shrouded in mystery. Many wondered about his romantic relationships, revealing a contrast between his public persona and private world. It's fascinating how someone with such a brilliant mind could keep his heart under wraps, fueling curiosity. What drove him to excel academically while keeping his personal connections largely unknown? This duality makes his life even more intriguing, doesn't it? Believe it or not, elephants fear buzzing bees. This surprising fact has inspired African farmers to adopt an innovative solution: beehive fences. These fences contain beehives placed strategically around farmland, creating a natural barrier against elephants. The pesky sound of buzzing bees typically scares off elephants, who are remarkably sensitive to noise, especially when it comes to protecting their sensitive ears. By using beehives as a deterrent, farmers not only shield their crops from being trampled, but also promote bee conservation. This clever approach enhances the farmers' livelihoods while benefiting the environment, as bees play a crucial role in pollinating many plants. The symbiotic relationship between farmers, elephants, and bees demonstrates how nature can provide effective solutions to agricultural challenges. Could this be a model for wildlife management in other regions? You won't believe this about snails. These fascinating creatures possess an incredible ability to regenerate lost or damaged eyes, showcasing the extraordinary power of nature. When a snail loses an eye, which can happen for various reasons, like injury or predation, it doesn't simply accept its fate. Instead, it triggers a remarkable biological process that allows it to grow a new eye. This regeneration is due to special cells that can transform and develop into new tissues. Snails, despite their slow pace, are masters of recovery, reminding us of the wonders of biology present even in the simplest of organisms. Researching how snails regenerate their eyes can provide insights into healing processes that might even benefit humans one day. Imagine the possibilities if we could learn from these tiny experts. What else might we discover about snails and their incredible adaptations? Did you know that the Lumicu light cube transforms spaces? This amazing interactive projector is equipped with motion sensors that allow it to project stunning images onto any surface, instantly creating an art gallery vibe in your home or workplace. Imagine walking into a room and suddenly seeing vibrant landscapes, classic paintings, or even your own photos lighting up the walls. The Lumicu Light Cube isn't just about decoration. It invites creativity and interaction, making it ideal for parties, gatherings, or simply relaxing at home. You can easily switch themes and styles, allowing you to match the ambiance to any occasion. Whether you want a calming atmosphere or a lively setting, this projector can help you achieve just that. Plus, it's user-friendly, making it accessible for people of all ages. Ready to turn your everyday spaces into a masterpiece? Why exactly does the Great Pyramid of Giza fascinate us? This incredible structure, built between 2580 and 2560 BC as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, stands as a testament to ancient Egypt's architectural prowess. For over 3,800 years, it held the title of the tallest man-made structure in the world. Many people picture the pyramids as the result of slave labor, but recent discoveries show that skilled, paid workers crafted these wonders. Evidence like graffiti, tools, and even bread left behind gives us a glimpse into their daily lives, making the story of the pyramid's construction much more relatable and humane. The Great Pyramid is not just a burial site, it reflects the incredible dedication, creativity, and organization of the ancient Egyptians. With its perfect alignment and massive stones, this monument continues to amaze archaeologists and tourists alike. Isn't it awe-inspiring to think about the lives of those who built it? Hard to believe, but steam rock babies in 1855. This year marked the invention of a unique steam-powered baby cradle in New York. Designed by an innovative inventor, the cradle aimed to ease the burdens of parents by rocking infants automatically. Imagine a cozy cradle, gently swaying back and forth without any manual effort. However, when it came to actually using this technology, many parents felt uneasy. The idea of a machine operating like a locomotive was daunting for them, leading to skepticism about its safety and reliability. As a result, the steam-powered cradle never really caught on, despite its clever design and intention to help families. While today we have all sorts of high-tech baby products, this Victorian-era invention represents an interesting moment in parenting history, reflecting how technological advancements can sometimes be met with hesitance. Could the world have embraced more inventions like this if people had been less wary? Believe it or not, phone jacks date back to 1878. It's fascinating to think that the basic design of phone jacks we use today hasn't changed much over the years, even as the sizes have. Back in the late 19th century, Alexander Graham Bell and his contemporaries laid the groundwork for telecommunications, introducing the first versions of plugs and sockets. Despite various updates and shifts in technology, the core principles of how these connectors work have remained remarkably consistent. They allow for sound to travel through wires, enabling clear communication over distances. While you might have noticed different sizes, like the mini jack used in headphones today, the essential function of transmitting audio has stayed true. Even as tech evolves, our reliance on these jacks, be it for phones or headphones, makes you appreciate how far we've come while still holding on to the simplicity of early inventions. Have you heard about tigers that smoke in Korea? This delightful phrase, "back when tigers used to smoke," opens many Korean fairy tales, instantly transporting readers to a whimsical past. The line doesn't just capture attention, it also pays homage to the tiger's immense cultural significance in Korean mythology. Tigers in Korea symbolize strength, courage, and protection, often depicted as wise and powerful creatures. They are seen as guardians against evil spirits and are deeply rooted in folklore, representing both danger and the ability to overcome adversity. These stories unfold in a world where the extraordinary is possible, blending reality with fantasy. Through such enchanting elements, these tales teach moral lessons and reflect the values of the community. The smoky imagery adds a touch of magic that invites listeners to imagine a time when nature and the mythical intertwined more closely. So next time you hear a Korean fairy tale, remember the smoking tiger and the rich tradition it represents. Ever wondered how smart a parrot can be? Meet Alex, the African gray parrot celebrated as the most intelligent of his kind throughout history. Under the watchful guidance of psychologist Irene Pepperberg, Alex learned around 150 words, demonstrating remarkable abilities to identify colors, shapes, numbers, and objects. His impressive cognitive skills were comparable to those of a 5-year-old child, sparking fascinating discussions about animal intelligence. Alex's unique communication skills and understanding of concepts like same, different, and more or less challenge the way we perceive mind capabilities in animals. Sadly, Alex passed away in 2007 at the age of 31, but his legacy continues to inspire researchers and animal lovers alike. His life and intelligence not only opened our eyes to the mental prowess of parrots, but also posed deeper questions about emotional and intellectual connections between humans and animals. What other mysteries about animal intelligence are waiting to be uncovered? Hard to believe, but he landed a plane here. Lucas Cepiela, a skilled Red Bull pilot, made headlines worldwide by performing an incredible landing on the helipad of the Burj Al Arab in Dubai, standing at a staggering 696 feet high. Imagine a small plane touching down on a round platform that's only 89 feet across. This jaw-dropping achievement didn't happen overnight. It involved meticulous planning, countless practice runs, and perfect timing. The helipad, famously known as one of the highest in the world, served as a stunning backdrop for this daring feat. With his heart racing and a crowd of spectators below, Cepiela expertly maneuvered his plane onto the tiny landing area, showcasing not just his flying skills but also the advanced technology that made this possible. It's a striking example of human skill and innovation, leaving many to wonder, what other incredible feats can pilots achieve? This might surprise you. Zimbabwe's record banknote. In 2008, Zimbabwe issued a staggering 100 trillion Zimbabwe $1 banknote, making it the highest face value of any banknote ever created. This unusual currency emerged during a devastating period of hyperinflation, where prices skyrocketed at an unbelievable annual rate of 200,000%. Imagine trying to buy groceries with money that becomes less valuable every day. As the economy spiraled out of control, citizens saw their savings wiped out, forcing them to carry stacks of banknotes just to afford basic necessities. To give you an idea of the chaos, a loaf of bread that cost around a few Zimbabwe dollars in the early 2000s exploded to millions of dollars just a few years later. The situation got so dire that people used foreign currencies like the US dollar for everyday transactions. This banknote, while almost worthless, symbolizes a crucial moment in Zimbabwe's history, highlighting the extremes of economic mismanagement. How do you think countries can better handle inflation to avoid such scenarios? Believe it or not, royal bedtime habits were bizarre. Queen Elizabeth I, one of England's most famous monarchs, took an unusual step to ensure her comfort. She had her sheets warmed by servants before slipping into bed. This practice was especially welcome during chilly nights, allowing the Queen to enjoy a warm and cozy sleep. On the other hand, Russian Emperor Paul I had a very different approach to bedtime. Known for his paranoia about assassination, he took extreme measures to protect himself. To avoid becoming a target, Paul I famously changed his sleeping arrangements each night, retreating to different rooms in his palace. While Elizabeth sought warmth and comfort, Paul prioritized his safety above all else. These contrasting bedtime habits reveal how royal lives, often filled with privilege and power, also involved unique struggles and worries. Can you imagine living like either of these rulers? Is it really true that tongue sizes differ by gender? A fascinating study by the University of Edinburgh reveals that the average male tongue measures approximately 3.3 inches, while the average female tongue comes in at around 3.1 inches. While the differences in length are minor, this finding is a fun reminder of the unique variations in human anatomy. It's interesting to consider how such small distinctions can exist in our bodies, even if tongue length doesn't carry much medical significance. Our tongues are vital for many everyday functions like speaking and tasting, yet few people think about their size. This study opens up conversations about other anatomical differences we might not be aware of. Why do such differences exist, and what do they tell us about human biology? It's a striking example of how diverse we all are, right down to the very muscles in our mouths. This might surprise you. Mosquitoes love bananas. Research shows that when you eat bananas, you might become a magnet for these pesky insects. This happens because bananas contain a compound called isoamyl acetate, which can change your body odor. Mosquitoes have an incredible sense of smell, and they're drawn to certain scents, especially those that signal a potential meal. The sweetness of the banana can enhance your natural aroma, making you more appealing to them. It's not just about the fruity snack, though. Other factors like your unique body chemistry and the foods you eat can also influence how attractive you are to mosquitoes. So if you're planning a day outdoors, you might want to skip the banana beforehand to avoid those annoying bites. Who knew that a simple fruit could play such a role in mosquito attraction? Curious about copper's role in intelligence? Scientific studies suggest that intelligent individuals tend to have higher levels of copper in their hair. This fascinating link between copper and cognitive ability raises intriguing questions about why this metal might play such an essential role. Copper is a vital trace mineral for our bodies, necessary for various bodily functions, including the formation of red blood cells and the maintenance of healthy nerve cells. Researchers speculate that higher copper levels may contribute to better brain function and cognitive processes. It's thought that copper helps in the development of neural pathways, enhancing communication between brain cells. This means smarter brains could have a biological edge when it comes to thinking and problem solving. However, it's important to remember that while there's a correlation, it doesn't necessarily imply causation. Many factors influence intelligence, and copper is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. So what do you think? Could your hair's copper content hold the key to your smarts? You might be shocked to learn that honesty requires effort. A fascinating study on workplace ethics shows a surprising trend. When people believe that telling the truth is hard or takes too much work, they're more likely to stretch the truth or act dishonestly. Researchers discovered that alternatives to honesty become more appealing if individuals feel that being truthful involves extra complications. Imagine a busy office where employees are juggling multiple tasks. If they perceive integrity as an added burden, they might choose shortcuts instead. This behavior highlights a deeper issue. If honesty is viewed as a challenging endeavor rather than a fundamental principle, it becomes easier to justify deceitful actions. So how can workplaces encourage transparency even when the truth feels like too much of a stretch? Finding ways to make honesty feel manageable could really change office culture for the better. Prepare to be amazed by Singapore's first kotak. In an exciting development, Singapore has gifted the very first kotak to the beautiful region of Kotaksistan. This unique wooden box, or kotak, isn't just any container. It symbolizes friendship and cultural exchange between Singapore and Kotaksistan. Traditionally used to hold precious items, kotaks are often adorned with intricate designs, showcasing the rich heritage of their home country. With Singapore's generous contribution, local artisans in Kotaksistan will now have a beautifully crafted piece to commemorate their partnership. This gesture not only strengthens ties between the two regions, but also highlights the importance of artistic collaboration in our global community. How will this influence future exchanges of art and culture? Did you know the sun rises first in Maine? This remarkable phenomenon occurs at West Quoddy Head, the easternmost point in the United States. Each morning, as the sun peaks over the horizon, it makes its grand entrance here, before illuminating the rest of the country. West Quoddy Head is famous not just for its geographical significance, but also for its stunning red and white striped lighthouse that stands tall against the rugged coastal backdrop. Built in 1858, the lighthouse serves as a picturesque landmark, guiding ships safely along the rocky shores of Maine. Visitors flock to this unique spot to witness the breathtaking sunrise, often capturing the moment with their cameras as the sky bursts into vibrant colors. This charming location is also surrounded by beautiful hiking trails and the serene vistas of the Atlantic Ocean, making it a perfect destination for nature lovers and photographers alike. Whether you're seeking adventure or simply want to soak in some awe-inspiring views, West Quoddy Head promises a magical experience. Wouldn't you want to be one of the first to greet the day? Have you ever considered how Russians answer phones? In Russia, when the phone rings, it's common for people to pick up and say, "I'm listening," instead of the typical greetings we're used to, like, "hello." This intriguing custom highlights the Russian preference for direct communication. While in many English-speaking countries, a simple greeting starts the conversation, Russians dive straight into the matter at hand. This approach reflects deeper cultural values, emphasizing straightforwardness and efficiency. Many Russians believe that getting to the point right away saves time and fosters clarity. Imagine picking up your phone to hear someone say, "I'm listening." You might feel a bit surprised or even amused, but this practice is so ingrained in Russian culture that it's entirely normal. It showcases a different way of connecting, suggesting that sometimes simplicity carries its own charm. So the next time you pick up the phone, think about how cultural differences shape our conversations. What else could you learn from this unique perspective? What if I told you mermaids almost fooled the world? In 2012, Animal Planet aired 2 fictional documentaries about mermaids that captivated viewers and sparked a frenzy of belief in these enchanting creatures. The shows were crafted so skillfully that many people considered the possibility of mermaids being real. This surge of interest was so pronounced that the US government felt compelled to issue an official statement denying the existence of mermaids. It highlighted how easily entertainment can blur the lines with scientific reality and folklore. The captivating blend of storytelling and vivid visuals hooked audiences, demonstrating our age-old fascination with mythological beings. But why did this particular narrative resonate so deeply? Perhaps it ties into humanity's love for the mysterious and the unexplained. When faced with compelling stories, people often suspend disbelief, which can lead to discussions about nature, science, and cultural tales. So the next time you hear about mythical creatures, remember the impact of these documentaries and the powerful hold of legends on our imaginations. Guess what really drives our smartphone usage? On average, a smartphone user touches their screen about 25,000 times a day, especially if they spend 6 to 7 hours on their device. For those who are heavy users, the number skyrockets to over 56,000 touches daily. This staggering number highlights just how much we rely on our smartphones for everything: communication, information, and entertainment. With a simple swipe or tap, we can connect with friends, scroll through social media, or check the latest news. It's fascinating to think about how our daily lives are intertwined with these devices. These constant interactions showcase not only how addictive smartphones can be, but also how they have transformed the way we engage with the world around us. Have you ever counted how many times you touch your screen in a day? Is it really true that Australia became a nation in 1901? This remarkable year marked the Federation of Australia, a monumental event that united 6 British colonies into the Commonwealth of Australia. Prior to this, these colonies operated independently, but the idea of joining forces to create a stronger and self-governing nation took shape. The Federation established a federal government, allowing for more unified decision-making on important issues like defense, trade, and immigration. As part of this historic shift, Canberra was designated the capital, chosen for its central location rather than being in a single state. Another key outcome was the creation of Australia's constitution, which laid the groundwork for the nation's laws and governance, setting the stage for democratic growth. This transformation was not just a political maneuver, it etched a new identity for Australians at the dawn of the 20th century, igniting a sense of pride and belonging. So how did this event impact the everyday lives of Australians and their country's direction? You might be shocked to learn that oceans create oxygen. This incredible fact highlights the vital role oceans play in our planet's ecosystem. More than 50% of the oxygen we breathe comes from the ocean, and it's primarily produced by tiny organisms called phytoplankton. These microscopic powerhouses thrive in the sunlit layers of the ocean, harnessing sunlight for energy through a process known as photosynthesis. Just like terrestrial plants, phytoplankton absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, making them essential for marine life and the air we rely on. While they may be small, their impact is enormous. Additionally, phytoplankton forms the base of the oceanic food chain, supporting a diverse range of marine species, from tiny zooplankton to massive whales. So the next time you take a deep breath, remember that those little ocean dwellers are working hard to keep our atmosphere clean and oxygen-rich. Believe it or not, ancient sculptors chewed wood to carve. This surprising technique highlights the incredible patience and skill of wood artisans from long ago. Before these talented craftsmen could create intricate designs and statues, they would chew on the wood to soften it, making it easier to carve. It's a labor-intensive process that shows just how dedicated they were to their art. These early sculptors often spent hours or even days preparing their materials. The time and effort they put into each piece is a testament to their commitment to craftsmanship. Imagine using your teeth as tools, demonstrating not just physical strength, but also an intimate understanding of the wood they worked with. This fascinating practice not only shaped beautiful artworks, but also reflects the ingenuity of ancient cultures. What other creative methods did these artisans discover in their quest to make something extraordinary? Can you imagine wearing only 28 approved clothing styles? In some places, citizens face this exact situation. They have the option to choose from 28 government-approved styles of clothing, which are carefully designed to ensure uniformity across the population. This initiative distinguishes between men's and women's clothing, allowing a variety of looks while still adhering to the regulations. The goal here is to create a sense of order and cohesion within society, but it does raise questions about personal expression. Many people appreciate the simplicity and efficiency these clothing choices provide, while others miss the freedom to wear whatever they like. This strict approach to fashion can lead to interesting discussions about cultural identity and individuality. What happens when someone wants to express themselves beyond these 28 styles? This unique clothing policy showcases how governments can influence everyday life, prompting us to consider how much control should be exerted over personal choices. So, what do you think about such limits on personal expression? You might be shocked to learn that Antarctica is freezing. The extreme cold found in Antarctica isn't just about how far south it is. Several unique factors contribute to its chilling temperatures. First, Antarctica sits at an incredibly high elevation, often exceeding 10,000 feet in some areas, which means the air is much thinner and colder. On top of that, during the winter months, the continent receives limited sunlight, which means there's not much warmth to help heat things up. Lastly, the vast expanses of gleaming ice that cover the land play a big role in keeping it icy. Ice is highly reflective, which means it bounces sunlight back into space instead of absorbing it. This combination of high altitude, lack of sunlight, and reflective surfaces creates one of the coldest places on Earth. So next time you think about Antarctica, remember how its unique features work together to keep it so frigid. Believe it or not, Russia is almost as big as Pluto. Believe it or not, Russia is almost as big as Pluto. When you think of Russia, the vast stretches of land, forests, and mountains come to mind. Its landmass measures around 17,246 square kilometers, making it just a hair smaller than the dwarf planet Pluto, which spans roughly 17,646,012 square kilometers. That's right. The difference in size between these two giants is surprisingly small, highlighting just how massive Russia is. Imagine standing in Russia's vast tundras and forests, knowing that only Pluto is slightly larger in terms of surface area. Pluto, once considered the ninth planet, is now classified as a dwarf planet, yet it still rivals one of Earth's greatest nations in size. This fascinating comparison sparks curiosity about what else we might learn when examining the cosmos alongside our own planet. Isn't it wild to think about two such different worlds being so closely matched in size? Is it really true that we fear unknown callers? In today's world, many people do treat unfamiliar phone numbers with a significant amount of suspicion. With the rise of scam calls and spoofed identities, it's no wonder that our relationship with phones has changed dramatically. Just a few years ago, receiving a call from an unrecognized number might have felt like an opportunity to connect, but now it often triggers a red flag. According to recent studies, nearly 60% of people ignore calls from unknown sources, reflecting a heightened sense of caution in our digital age. This is a response to widespread scams that have left countless individuals vulnerable to identity theft and financial loss. People are becoming more aware of the techniques used by scammers, such as imitating trusted organizations. As a result, the wariness we feel towards unknown numbers is a crucial part of protecting ourselves in this evolving communication landscape. Did you know Greece has around 6,000 islands? This diverse archipelago includes roughly 227 inhabited islands, each showcasing its own unique beauty and charm. From the popular tourist destinations like Santorini and Mykonos, known for their stunning sunsets and lively nightlife, to lesser-known gems like Naxos and Hydra, every island offers a slice of paradise. The Aegean and Ionian Seas not only provide breathtaking landscapes, but also play a vital role in shaping Greece's rich maritime culture. Traditional fishing villages dot the coastlines, while countless local festivals celebrate the vibrant traditions of island life. Visitors can explore ancient ruins, indulge in delicious Mediterranean cuisine, and soak in the warm sun on pristine beaches. Whether you're interested in hiking through rugged mountains or lounging on sandy shores, Greece's islands promise an unforgettable experience. Which island would you choose to explore first? Did you know about the Planet of the Apes cast's habits? During the filming of this iconic 1967 movie, the cast members displayed intriguing behavior that resembled the practice of method acting. Instead of mingling freely, the actors began self-segregating by species, creating a curious atmosphere on set. Actors portraying apes would gather for meals together, sharing their experiences while immersing themselves in their roles. In contrast, the human actors chose to sit apart from their primate counterparts, reinforcing a kind of social hierarchy that mirrored the story's themes of evolution and societal separation. This unique dynamic not only enriched their performances, but also showcased the dedication of the cast to embody their characters fully. It's fascinating how a film about simian intelligence and human folly fostered such a reflective environment among those creating it. This choice highlighted the extreme lengths actors go to in bringing their characters to life and raised questions about how deeply roles can influence personal interactions. What do you think this says about acting and its impact on real-life relationships? Can you believe Europa hides an ocean beneath ice? This fascinating moon of Jupiter, known as Europa, is not just a frozen ball in space. It actually has a massive ocean lying beneath its thick, icy shell. Scientists believe this subsurface ocean could be up to 60 miles deep and might hold more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. What's even more exciting is that this ocean could potentially harbor conditions suitable for life. Europa's surface is marked by intriguing features like ridges and cracks, hinting that the ocean might be interacting with the moon's ice. The presence of water, coupled with the possibility of hydrothermal vents on the ocean floor, presents a tantalizing environment for microbes or other forms of life. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission aims to explore this moon in detail, searching for signs of life and studying its icy crust. What secrets does Europa hold, and could it be the key to understanding life beyond Earth? Is it really true that Vik has black sand beaches? This charming town on Iceland's south coast is famous for its stunning black sand beaches, a unique feature formed by volcanic erosion. One of its greatest attractions is Reynisfjara Beach, where dramatic waves crash against the shore and create a breathtaking spectacle. The beach's dark sand, a result of eroded volcanic rock, sets a striking contrast against the bright white foam of the waves. Adding to the scenic beauty, the nearby Reynisdrangar rock pillars rise majestically from the ocean, steeped in local folklore that says they are trolls turned to stone. Visitors flock to Reynisfjara to explore its incredible landscape, but they are also reminded to respect its power, as the waves can be unpredictable and dangerous. The blend of the beautiful yet formidable environment makes Vik a fascinating destination for those seeking adventure and a touch of Icelandic magic. You won't believe this about Froggyland in Croatia. This unique museum showcases over 500 stuffed frogs, each carefully positioned to imitate human actions and postures. Imagine walking through a whimsical gallery filled with frogs engaged in everything from playing chess to relaxing on a couch. Froggyland's quirky exhibits bring these amphibian characters to life, allowing visitors to see them in delightful scenarios. Established in 2016, the museum is a treasure trove for both frog enthusiasts and curious tourists. Each display is crafted with attention to detail, showcasing the frogs not just as stuffed animals, but as part of a playful narrative. Visitors marvel at how these little creatures seem to enact scenes from daily life, blending humor and artistry. Froggyland ignites curiosity and laughter, making it a fascinating destination for anyone looking to experience something truly offbeat in Croatia. What will you discover about frogs here? Believe it or not, you can print human organs. Recent advances in science have taken a giant leap forward with the ability to create human tissues, including skin and even hearts, using living cells. This groundbreaking technology works by layering bioprinted cells to form complex structures that mimic natural tissues. Imagine a future where people no longer wait years for a transplant due to organ shortages. Instead, doctors could produce needed organs on demand, tailored to each patient's unique biological makeup. This innovation not only promises to save countless lives, but also reduces the chances of organ rejection, since the printed tissues can be made from the patient's own cells. As researchers continue to explore the potential of bioprinting, we are edging closer to a world where organ transplants could become a thing of the past. How exciting is the future of medicine? Did you know the moon is drifting away from us? This fascinating fact tells us that our moon is gradually moving away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters each year. This slow but steady drift has surprising effects on our planet. As the moon recedes, it influences the rotation of Earth. Over millions of years, this has led to longer days. In the past, days were much shorter, lasting only about 18 hours instead of the 24 hours we experience now. Additionally, the moon plays a crucial role in stabilizing Earth's tilt, which affects our seasons and climate. Scientists track this movement using precise laser measurements bounced off reflectors left on the moon during the Apollo missions. Although 3.8 centimeters doesn't seem like much, it means that the distance between us and our lunar companion adds up over time. So next time you gaze up at the moon, remember that you're looking at a celestial body that's slowly drifting away from our home planet, altering the way we experience time and seasons. Most people don't know this, but bodies can talk. When a dead body is moved, it can produce surprising sounds like moans or grunts. This happens due to the process of decomposition, where bacteria break down the body's tissues. As this occurs, gases build up inside the body. When the body is shifted, these gases are forced through the vocal cords, creating those eerie noises that can catch even the most seasoned professionals off guard. Imagine being in a quiet room only to hear what sounds like someone gasping for air. While it's a natural part of the decay process, it can still be quite unsettling for anyone who encounters it. Understanding this phenomenon can help demystify the strange sounds that sometimes accompany handling deceased individuals, reminding us of the fascinating yet sometimes eerie aspects of biology and life's cycles. Did you know bumper cars were meant to avoid collisions? Surprisingly, these funfair favorites were originally designed with a very different purpose in mind. The first patent for bumper cars was filed in 1920 by a company named Dodge M. Rather than promoting chaotic crashes, they aimed to create a game focused on collision avoidance. This unique design featured cars that fell apart upon impact, which made it essential for players to navigate carefully to avoid wrecks. Over time, the concept evolved, and people began to embrace the joy of bumping into each other, leading to the bumper cars we know today. While modern bumper cars are built to withstand impacts, the initial idea was all about skill and finesse. Picture a world where riders tried to dodge each other instead of colliding. It's fascinating to think how a game designed for caution turned into a crowd favorite, centered on playful crashes. Next time you hop in a bumper car, remember its origins and the unexpected path that brought such joy to amusement parks everywhere. What if I told you land speed records can soar? In 1997, the Thrust SSC, a remarkable British-designed vehicle, made history by achieving an astonishing speed of 762 miles per hour. This groundbreaking achievement was no small feat. It marked the first time any vehicle broke the sound barrier on land. The Thrust SSC, powered by 2 jet engines, showcased incredible engineering and innovation. Spearheaded by a team of skilled engineers and drivers, this car raced across the Black Rock Desert in Nevada, leaving tire tracks that would be talked about for years. The driver, Andy Green, became a hero that day, zooming past previous speed records and making the roar of the engines echo in the world of motorsport. This thrilling moment not only pushed the limits of how fast a vehicle could go, but it also inspired future engineering designs, showing that with creativity and determination, even the sky isn't the limit. It's just the beginning. Can you imagine what future technologies might achieve next? What if I told you about the Densuke watermelon? This extraordinary fruit, grown solely on Hokkaido Island in Japan, holds the title of the most expensive fruit in the world. With its striking, shiny black skin and deliciously sweet pink flesh, the Densuke watermelon is a true rarity. Prices for this coveted fruit can soar up to 6,000 euros, which makes it a sought-after luxury item. The unique growing conditions in Hokkaido, including the island's volcanic soil and cool climate, contribute to the Densuke's exceptional sweetness and quality. Farmers cultivate these watermelons with great care, often hand-picking only the finest specimens to ensure the highest standards. While these fruits are certainly a splurge, many consider them the crown jewel of summer fruits. Would you ever splurge on such a unique treat? Why exactly does piss poor mean so much more? The phrase dates back to medieval times, when tanners needed urine to treat leather. They used urine because it contains ammonia, a key ingredient for softening and preserving hides. Poor families would collect urine to sell, turning a waste product into a small source of income. However, if someone was so destitute they couldn't even gather enough urine to sell, they were labeled piss poor. This term reflects the harsh realities of life for the lower class in the Middle Ages, where survival often depended on resourcefulness and sheer grit. The phrase serves as a reminder of the struggles faced by those at the bottom of the economic ladder, highlighting how language evolves from our history and experiences. So next time you hear piss poor, remember it's more than just an insult. It's a glimpse into a tough past. Guess what really drives Yao Ming's towering success? At an astonishing height of 7 feet 6.5 inches, Yao Ming is not just a basketball player, he's a giant both on and off the court. Hailing from China, Yao made history when he was picked first overall by the Houston Rockets in the 2002 NBA draft. His unique combination of size, skill, and agility transformed the way basketball was played and perceived globally. Yao's groundbreaking presence in the NBA helped bridge cultural gaps, bringing Chinese basketball fans closer to the sport. During his career in the early 2000s, he faced numerous challenges, including injuries, yet his determination never wavered. He became an 8-time NBA All-Star and played a crucial role in popularizing basketball in China. Today, Yao is also known for his philanthropic efforts and sports diplomacy, proving that his impact goes beyond just scoring points. Isn't it amazing how one player can influence so many lives? Hard to believe, but boiled eggs can stink. When you cook eggs, a fascinating transformation happens inside. If you let them boil for too long, they can start to emit a foul odor. This occurs due to a chemical reaction where the sulfur from the egg white meets hydrogen from the yolk. Together, they create hydrogen sulfide gas, which is infamous for its rotten egg smell. Ever notice that terrible scent wafting from overcooked eggs? That's hydrogen sulfide at work. This gas forms when eggs are exposed to high heat for extended periods, leading not only to a smell that can turn your stomach, but also to a greenish ring around the yolk. To keep your eggs delightful and delicious, aim for a boil time of about 9 to 12 minutes for hard-boiled perfection. So next time you whip out the pot, remember, a little care can save your breakfast from becoming a stinky disaster. Prepare to be amazed by George A. Miller's discovery. In 1956, psychologist George A. Miller introduced the fascinating concept known as the Rule of Seven. He found that the average person can hold about 7 chunks of information in their short-term memory at once. This simple yet powerful idea has profound implications for how we learn and process information. For example, when trying to remember a phone number, it's often divided into smaller sections, like 3 digits followed by 4, to make recall easier. Miller's research explains why strategies like using groups of 7 or creating memorable associations can help us retain information better. This insight not only shaped the field of psychology, but also influences how we design educational tools, advertisements, and even user interfaces in technology. So next time you struggle to remember things, just remember, you might be able to hold on to about 7 pieces of information at once. Is it really true that yachts can be billion-dollar toys? Roman Abramovich, the former owner of Chelsea FC, is famous not just for his business acumen, but also for his lavish lifestyle. One of the crown jewels of his extravagant collection is the yacht named Eclipse. This magnificent vessel measures around 533 feet in length and is valued at over $1 billion. That staggering price tag places it among the most expensive yachts ever constructed. But what makes Eclipse so special? For starters, it features multiple luxurious suites, a helipad, and even a mini-submarine. Its size and amenities allow for unmatched comfort and opulence at sea. Luxury yachts like Eclipse are custom-built to cater to the ultra-wealthy, and they showcase a lifestyle that's beyond what most people can imagine. Can you imagine sailing on a floating palace like that? Did you know eagles show surprising size differences? This fact highlights sexual dimorphism, a fascinating trait seen in many species, including the bald eagle. Female bald eagles are about 25% larger than males, a size difference that plays a big role in their survival. This larger size helps females protect their nests more effectively, especially when raising young eaglets. When it comes to hunting, the bigger size also allows them to take down larger prey, ensuring a steady food supply for themselves and their chicks. This adaptability is crucial, especially in changing environments where food availability might fluctuate. Additionally, this size difference can impact behaviors, with males often being the more agile hunters, while females focus on keeping the nest safe and secure. Isn't it incredible how nature has tailored these birds for their roles? Learning about these traits not only deepens our appreciation for bald eagles, but also reveals the amazing strategies animals use to thrive in their habitats. Next time you see a bald eagle, remember that size matters. Surprisingly, it's a fact that some fruits can be toxic. Take the nightshade plant Solanum nigrum, for example. This intriguing plant produces fruit that is actually poisonous when it's unripe, but becomes completely safe to eat once it ripens. This curious twist in its life cycle serves a clever purpose. By keeping the unripe fruit toxic, Solanum nigrum discourages hungry animals and insects from munching on the seeds before they have a chance to mature and be spread. This natural defense mechanism ensures that the plant can reproduce effectively, allowing its seeds to be carried away to new locations where they can grow into new plants. Although it's fascinating to observe this protective strategy, it's essential to remember that not all ripe fruits are safe. Some nightshade relatives can still be harmful. Always do your research before trying new fruits. Imagine losing a suitcase of priceless writings. This actually happened to famous author Ernest Hemingway's first wife, Hadley Richardson. Back in the early 1920s, while traveling in Paris, Hadley accidentally left behind a suitcase full of Hemingway's unpublished works on a train. When she realized what had happened and returned to find it, the suitcase was gone, and her heart sank. This distressing event not only caused Hadley immense grief, but also marked a turning point in Hemingway's life. Those lost writings contained drafts and ideas that would have shaped his early career. Although the loss was significant, it also became part of Hemingway's complex relationship with loss, creativity, and resilience. Even though Hadley blamed herself for the mishap, it became a story that later added to the mythos surrounding the writer. So what if that suitcase had never gone missing? Would Hemingway have found fame sooner, or perhaps written entirely different stories? The mystery of what could have been lingers with every turn of history. Have you ever heard cricket played with pencils? In the early days of cricket broadcasts on Australian radio, the experience was quite different from what we see today. Commentators faced a challenge: how to convey the excitement of a batsman hitting the ball through the radio waves. To bridge this gap, they ingeniously tapped their pencils near the microphone to mimic the sound of a bat striking the ball. This clever trick added a layer of drama to the game that listeners could imagine in their minds. It wasn't just about relaying scores, it was about bringing the spirit of cricket to life. These early commentators needed to engage their audience's imagination, and their resourceful solutions became a memorable part of cricket history. Today, we have advanced technology that captures every moment, but it's fascinating to think about how creativity sparked excitement long before television and high-tech sound effects came along. Believe it or not, infrasound can haunt your feelings. This mysterious phenomenon involves low-frequency sound waves that are too low for the human ear to hear. Interestingly, infrasound is often found in places like haunted houses, where its eerie effects can create a sense of unease and anxiety. Researchers have discovered that these sound waves can distort how we perceive our surroundings, making us feel anxious or even hallucinate. Imagine walking through a spooky old mansion and suddenly feeling a chill running down your spine. That unsettling sensation could very well be caused by infrasound. Studies suggest that infrasound might influence our brainwaves and emotional responses, leading us to see fleeting shadows or hear whispers that aren't really there. So the next time you visit a supposedly haunted place, remember that what you feel might not just be your imagination, but low-frequency sounds playing tricks on your mind. Ever thought about why eagle feathers are so special? Only members of federally recognized Native American tribes can legally possess or collect eagle feathers, making these striking symbols of freedom and spirituality highly protected. This law stems from a deep respect for the eagle in Native American cultures, where these magnificent birds represent strength, wisdom, and a connection to the divine. The bald eagle, in particular, is revered and federally protected under the Bald and Golden Eagle Protection Act, which prohibits non-members from handling its feathers. For tribal members, collecting these feathers is a sacred practice that holds cultural significances, often used in ceremonies, regalia, and rituals. Violating this law can lead to hefty fines or even jail time, emphasizing the importance of preserving the spiritual and cultural heritage tied to these majestic creatures. So next time you see an eagle feather, remember the rich traditions and legal protections that make it so much more than just a beautiful object. Green beans thrive in surprising equatorial countries. These crunchy, nutritious veggies aren't just a staple in your garden. They flourish in 13 countries along the equator. Countries like Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, and Indonesia provide the warm, tropical climate that green beans love. With temperatures consistently above 60 degrees, the plants can grow rapidly, producing vibrant green pods in just a few weeks. Farmers in these regions often utilize unique growing techniques, including intercropping, which helps maintain soil health and maximize yield. In addition to being delicious, green beans are rich in vitamins and minerals, making them a popular choice in global cuisines. The versatility of this vegetable shines through in various dishes, from stir-fries to salads. So next time you enjoy a plate of green beans, remember their journey from equatorial farms to your table. Have you ever wondered how many other crops thrive in such diverse climates? Have you ever wondered where your money really is? It might surprise you to learn that only about 8% of the world's total money exists in physical form, like coins and paper bills. The vast majority of our money is actually digital, safely stored in bank accounts and various computer databases. This digital money includes everything from the balances you see on your bank app to the funds used for online shopping. It allows us to transfer large sums almost instantly and access our cash anytime, anywhere, with just a click. But this reliance on digital currency raises interesting questions about security and the future of cash. In a world where physical money is becoming less common, how do you feel about the changes in how we handle our finances? Are you ready to embrace a cashless society, or do you prefer the feel of coins and bills in your pocket? Believe it or not, zinc air batteries are game changers. These fascinating batteries, often found in hearing aids, produce electricity via a chemical reaction that needs oxygen from the air. Unlike many traditional batteries, which rely solely on chemical reactions within their enclosed system, zinc air batteries utilize atmospheric oxygen. This unique mechanism allows them to create energy efficiently, making them lighter and often longer lasting compared to other types. Because they operate similarly to natural processes in living organisms, researchers are exploring their potential for innovative energy solutions in the future. Imagine a world where batteries not only power devices, but are also inspired by nature. As technology evolves, the possibility of using zinc air batteries in other applications, like electric vehicles or renewable energy systems, could change the way we think about energy altogether. Could this be the future of energy? Let's uncover the truth about Operation Bernard. During World War II, Germany launched a covert initiative known as Operation Bernard, intending to cripple the British economy by flooding it with counterfeit pound sterling notes. This secret operation was so elaborate that it involved printing fake money to create chaos within the UK financial system. The Germans aimed to undermine confidence in the currency, pushing the British to panic and potentially destabilize their economy. To carry out this plan, the Nazis sought expert guidance in counterfeiting from some of the best forgers, showing just how far they were willing to go for victory. The British, however, caught wind of this plot and took countermeasures, improving their own paper currency security. This fascinating chapter of W1 illustrates the lengths nations will go to in warfare, highlighting the unexpected aspects of economic battles. Counterfeit money isn't just about the bills. It's a war tactic. Can you imagine how different the outcome could have been if they had succeeded? Guess what really drives the magic of dice? Dice, commonly used in games since 3000 BC, have an incredible mathematical property that makes them more than just simple gaming tools. On a standard six-sided die, the numbers on opposite sides always add up to 7. This means that if you throw a 1, the side facing down is a 6, and if you roll a 3, the opposite side is a 4. Why did ancient cultures design dice this way? It's rooted in a fascinating mathematical principle that highlights symmetry and balance, which not only makes rolling dice fun, but also intuitively fair in games. This consistent design ensures that every player knows the sums will always hold true, even when the games change through the ages. From ancient civilizations to modern board games, the dice we use today carry a legacy of mathematical intrigue. The next time you roll the dice, think about that hidden pattern and how something so simple has stood the test of time. What other secrets do our everyday objects hold? What if I told you color blindness shaped Facebook's colors? Mark Zuckerberg, the co-founder of Facebook, has red-green color blindness, a trait that affects how he perceives colors. For him, blue stands out as the most vivid and striking color, making it a natural choice for Facebook's branding. This personal characteristic didn't just influence a personal preference, it altered the entire visual identity of one of the world's biggest social media platforms. By choosing blue as the primary color, Zuckerberg ensured that the site would resonate with a broad audience while also reflecting his unique way of seeing the world. The blue also symbolizes trust and dependability, important qualities for a platform connecting millions of people. So next time you scroll through your Facebook feed, remember that this giant of social media was in part shaped by the way its creator sees color. Prepare to be amazed by condors' strange defense. These magnificent birds, known for their impressive wingspans, have developed a truly unique survival tactic: projectile vomiting. When a condor feels threatened, it can unleash its stomach contents with surprising accuracy. This isn't just a random act. It serves a purpose. The foul smell of the regurgitated food deters potential predators, giving the condor a chance to escape danger. Imagine a large bird, not only soaring high in the sky, but also armed with such an unusual weapon. This defense mechanism highlights the astonishing adaptability of wildlife. By using projectile vomiting, condors are able to keep threats at bay and focus on what really matters: survival and navigating their high-altitude habitat. Isn't it fascinating how nature equips creatures with such unexpected skills? Is it really true that a violin sold for millions? In 2011, the legendary Stradivarius Lady Blunt violin made headlines when it sold for a jaw-dropping $15.9 million at an auction in London. This incredible sale not only set a world record for the highest price ever paid for a violin, but it also showcased the exceptional craftsmanship of Antonio Stradivari, an 18th century luthier known for creating some of the finest string instruments in history. The auction, held by the Tarisio Auction House, took on a greater significance when all proceeds were donated to support the victims of the devastating earthquake and tsunami that struck Japan earlier that year. Thanks to this remarkable gesture, the sale of the Lady Blunt violin became not just a financial milestone, but also a beacon of hope for those in need. This violin, which is named after its previous owner, Lady Anne Blunt, resonates with not only beautiful music, but also a powerful story of compassion and generosity. Could such a unique blend of art and charity inspire others to use their talents for good? Prepare to be amazed by the Double Baby Woof program. This exciting national initiative offers a unique opportunity for adventurous souls to travel the world, all in exchange for swimming. Launched with the aim of promoting fitness and a love for exploration, the Double Baby Woof program invites participants to swim in various locations around the globe. By completing designated swimming challenges, individuals can earn travel credits, which they can use to visit beautiful destinations. Imagine paddling through clear blue waters in the Caribbean, swimming alongside tropical fish, or exploring stunning coastal towns while enjoying the benefits of a healthy lifestyle. The program also emphasizes community engagement, encouraging swimmers to connect with local cultures and inspire others to take up swimming as a fun and rewarding activity. So, are you ready to dive into this amazing adventure? Step into history at Café Central in Vienna. This iconic coffee house isn't just a place to grab a cup of joe, it's a cultural landmark where brilliant minds have gathered since 1876. With its stunning architecture and rich ambiance, Café Central has welcomed many influential figures, including the famous psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud and the revolutionary Leon Trotsky. Imagine sipping your espresso in the same spot where these historical giants once sat, discussing ideas that changed the course of history. The cafe's walls are filled with stories of intellectual debate and artistic inspiration, making it a must-visit for anyone curious about Vienna's vibrant past. You can enjoy traditional Viennese coffee and pastries while soaking up the atmosphere that once inspired writers, poets, and thinkers. Whether you're a history buff or just in search of a cozy place to relax, Café Central offers a unique experience that blends gastronomy with a fascinating cultural legacy. So, why not plan a visit and step back in time? Is it really true that 140 trillion times Earth's oceans exist? Astronomers have made a stunning discovery: a colossal cloud of water vapor floating in space, containing an astonishing 140 trillion times the amount of water found in all of Earth's oceans combined. This immense cloud is located about 10 billion light-years away from us, hinting at the vastness of our universe. To put this in perspective, if we could somehow gather all that water, it would fill the Earth's oceans many times over. Scientists believe that this cloud may contain the ingredients for life, highlighting that even in the depths of space, conditions can exist similar to those on our home planet. The discovery challenges our understanding of water in the universe. It suggests that water might be more common in space than we previously thought. As researchers study this extraordinary finding further, they are excited about the implications for discovering extraterrestrial life and understanding the cosmos better. What else do you think we might find in the depths of space? Why exactly does your name shape your destiny? This intriguing question connects to a theory known as nominative determinism, which suggests that a person's name might influence their career choices. Take, for instance, Tito Beveridge, who founded a successful vodka company, or Ed Curry, who gained fame for developing the world's hottest peppers. These examples show how names can align surprisingly well with our professions. Usain Bolt particularly embodies this idea, as he became the fastest man alive, fitting perfectly with his speed-themed surname. On the other hand, Dr. Willard Bliss practiced medicine, mirroring a playful yet thought-provoking link between names and the paths we choose in life. While not every person with a specific name will follow such a predictable route, it does raise interesting questions about how our identities might influence our futures. Could your name steer you toward your dream job? Why exactly does history change in space? In 1991, cosmonaut Sergei Krikalev found himself floating among the stars during a dramatic transition back on Earth. While he orbited the planet, the Soviet Union dissolved, transforming his entire identity. Krikalev launched into space as a Soviet citizen, but by the time he came back home, he had returned as a Russian citizen. This remarkable moment showcases how rapidly things can shift in the world below, even while astronauts conduct their missions hundreds of miles above. Imagine the confusion of landing back on Earth to find your country no longer exists in the form it once did. Krikalev's story isn't just about space travel. It's a testament to how interconnected we all are in this global community. His experience sparks curiosity about the human impact of political change and the unique challenges faced by those in orbit. Did you know that North Korea claims full literacy? With an impressive assertion of a 100% literacy rate, North Korea states that every citizen over the age of 15 can read and write fluently. This claim is one of the highest reported worldwide and suggests a strong commitment to education. However, many international organizations express skepticism regarding this figure. The secretive nature of the North Korean government makes it difficult to obtain accurate data, as there are very few independent sources to verify such claims. Critics argue that the reality may differ significantly, citing issues like limited educational resources and government control over information. How much of this claim reflects genuine achievement versus state propaganda? This ongoing debate highlights the challenges of assessing educational standards in tightly controlled nations, raising questions about the true literacy levels among North Koreans. Let's uncover the truth about Lomba Lomba's naming system. This fascinating animal has a social structure that stands out in the wild. Unlike many species, Lomba Lombas communicate using names, allowing them to recognize and connect with one another like humans do. Imagine calling out to your friends by unique names instead of just using sounds or gestures. This remarkable ability makes their social interactions more meaningful and efficient. When Lomba Lombas recognize each other by name, they can convey important information, such as warning about danger or coordinating group activities. Their system demonstrates an extraordinary level of intelligence and highlights the complexity of animal communication. Researchers are still studying the implications of this naming system to better understand how it affects their social bonds and behaviors. By unlocking the secrets of Lomba Lomba interactions, we can learn more about the evolution of communication in animals and what it means for our own species. Isn't it amazing to think about how diverse communication can be in nature? Did you know spiders are always nearby? It might surprise you to learn that no matter where you are, you're never more than 10 feet away from a spider. These incredible creatures are everywhere, lurking in corners and crevices, often out of sight. With around 40,000 known species, spiders can be found in almost every habitat on Earth, From forests to deserts to your very own home, they play a crucial role in our ecosystem by controlling insect populations, making them nature's pest controllers. Most spiders are harmless and beneficial, even if some can send a shiver down your spine. Interestingly, you might not even see them because many keep to dark or concealed areas. Their ability to remain hidden allows them to catch prey effectively. So next time you feel a little tickle or spot a web in the corner, remember that these fascinating creatures are all around us, quietly going about their business. How cool is it to think about all the spiders living close by, even if we can't see them? Discover the mystery of Percy Fawcett's Lost City of Z. In the early 20th century, explorer Percy Fawcett grew convinced that an ancient, advanced civilization thrived somewhere deep in the Amazon rainforest. This notion sparked his adventurous spirit, leading him to embark on a daring expedition in 1925, aiming to uncover what he named the Lost City of Z. Fawcett and his team set out filled with excitement, yet their journey took a dark turn when they suddenly vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of intrigue that persists to this day. Despite numerous searches and theories, both Fawcett and the Lost City remain elusive, captivating historians, adventurers, and curious minds alike. Was the city a fantasy born from legend, or did it once exist and is simply waiting to be discovered? Even today, the rainforest holds its secrets, urging explorers to dive deeper into its enchanting depths.